What's up, guys? This is the Chillskater and welcome back to the Shit Podcast. Today we have a very special guest because she's not a skateboarder, she's a longboarder. Her name is Carolina Ortiz, she is from Colombia and she has an amazing style for longboarding. So let's meet her at the Shit Podcast. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, what's up? I'm Carolina Longboard here from Bogota. I'm a skater, of course, as my number says. And yeah, welcome here to the Shit channel. Hope you enjoy this. Have fun.
Yeah. What's up, Carolina? How is it going for you?
Amazing. And you?
Very nice. So, are you going to skate today? How is your day right now?
Well, my day right now, I don't think I'll be skating today because yesterday I was skating like non-stop. So today I think I have to rest a little bit.
You are going to rest. That's nice too. All right.
Important.
Let's talk about your life with your longboard. When did you start longboarding? How many years ago?
Okay, so I started longboarding 13 years ago, approximately. I was the first girl that started longboarding here in Bogota.
Oh.
And yeah, I started with the guys, with my ex-husband.
Okay.
First, I was like them and I was driving for them all the time, like taking them up the hill, and I was the driver. And it got to a point where I was like, no, I want to do what you guys are doing. So I first started with downhill and it was just crazy. But yeah, it's been 13 years and still going. Amazing.
That's really nice. A long time with your longboard. That's really nice. But you were mentioning that you started with downhill. It's like another style, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I actually started with downhill, and at the beginning, because I didn't know how to brake or how to like do the slides or anything, I started carving all the way down, and I learned how to do like the full carved side to side going down the hill. And that's how I kind of started learning how to slide and how to do the things, because the guys were going so fast that I couldn't see what they were doing. And then after that, I started doing free ride, that it's the same. You're going down the hill, but you're doing tricks. So I started competing in downhill and in free ride.
Okay, that's really nice. And right now, how many styles we can find in longboarding?
Okay, in longboarding, there's 4 styles. So there's downhill, that's the most common. Everyone knows it. Then there's free ride, that you're going down the hill, but you're doing fast tricks with your hands and with the slides and turning your body. You need the speed or else you cannot do it. And then you have dancing and freestyle. That's what I do. You can do just dancing or just freestyle, or you can combine them together the way that I do it. So we're just dancing the same as when you see the guys on their longboards on the waves and they're like walking on the pier, just like cross-stepping and doing those type of things. That's where it started, like the dancing. And because the surfers could not like take the waves, go for the waves during the summer, so they started doing what they did on the waves on the longboards.
Okay, that's really nice. And yeah, I find the dancing and the freestyle very awesome to watch. And what do you think about this? What would be a first trick to learn for us, the beginners in freestyle longboarding? What would be a nice first trick?
Okay, a nice first trick, if you want to do dancing, it would be like Peter Pan or a cross step. That's with your, where you're like, a Peter Pan is when you're just doing this, like if you were walking, but in the spot. And there's the cross step where you're crossing your feet together, going back to the same position. And if you were doing freestyle, I would start with a no comply or with a shove it. Those are easy to start with long.
And then mix them and then do a performance on your board.
Yeah, exactly. Then you mix them together, you mix the line whichever way you want to mix it, and it's just like let it flow.
All right, I'm going to practice that. Do you think that I can practice that on a regular board, on a skateboard?
Well, you can, but it's a little more difficult because the skateboard, their trucks are a little bit shorter and the wheels, so it doesn't give you the same curve on the sides, so you cannot bend it to the sides, and it's a little more difficult, but you can still do it. Yeah, you can definitely do it. If you're a pro skater, you can definitely do it immediately.
I need to practice that because I really find that very beautiful and very fun to do, dancing on a skateboard. It's
amazing.
It's very nice. Okay, so do you have sponsors right now? Who are your sponsors at the moment?
My sponsors right now, here in Colombia, I'm working with a brand that's called Longboard Colombia.
Okay.
They're making their own boards here in Colombia. They make them with Wadua. Yeah. So they're amazing. They're really good. Their specialty, it's of course longboards, and they have like a different variety of different styles of longboards, like for surf skating, for longboarding, for cruising on the streets, for dancing the way that I do. They don't have boards for down the hill still, but yeah, they have a lot of boards and they're really good. With trucks, with Paris trucks, they're from the US.
Okay.
Yeah, and they sponsor me with trucks. That's why I have all my boards with these amazing, beautiful trucks with all the colors and everything. Yeah, they're amazing.
Okay.
And because I have this community that's called Dog Sessions, and I'm too with Lumber Girls crew, I get like sponsored those groups too.
Okay.
So I've gotten like the opportunity to get help from Loaded Boards. They're from California. Okay. And from Pure Longboards, I'm still waiting for the boards. They're from Canada. So yeah, and of course Paris Truck is always helping me with those, and with the balance boards. Yeah. You've seen me with the balance board. Yeah, I'm sponsored with a balance board, a Skatewood balance. They're here from Colombia too. They're making the product here. It's amazing. So yeah, totally recommend them.
Really nice. Very good achievements right there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The sponsors. And what is your commitment with these sponsors? What do you have to do? Maybe clips for social media, or what do you have to do for them?
Well, actually they're really never asking for anything. It's amazing. Really amazing. They really do it just because they see that I'm really into making the community get bigger. They've seen that I've gotten so much better throughout the years. They really want the community to get bigger and stronger. So they want us as sponsored, we are sponsored. So yeah, we just have to like promote the sport and show people and let them use the product. So I normally take all my boards on Sundays with everyone that wants to learn, so they get to try out like a good board with an amazing setup, and so yeah, everyone gets to try it.
Okay, for sure, that's really nice. And talking about this, you were mentioning something very interesting, and is the community. What do you think about the longboarding community in Colombia, in your country?
The community here in Colombia, it's amazing. We're a really big community, I would say, for being such a new sport. Of course, skating is so much bigger than longboarding, but we've actually gotten like so many kids together to skate just longboards. And normally on Sundays here in Bogota, we're getting together at least in between 30-50 people every Sunday. We're all skating, and every Sunday there are new people coming in. because I'm always saying that I have the boards for people to try them out, for them to come and skate with us, that they don't have to know anything. And the spirit of my community here in Bogota, in Colombia, and in the world of longboarding, it's about, if I know something and I teach it to you, then anyone else that comes in, you want to teach them, and you want to help them, and you want to help everyone to feel safe and to enjoy the environment, because it's like we all love skating. So what better to have a space where you can feel safe and skate with friends.
Yeah, for sure, and learn what we love to do, and it's that is amazing. So, in what kind of a spot do you do this, and what is a good spot for you for longboarding to teach?
For me, the perfect, like, for dancing and freestyle, it's like a big square, just a flat surface. Like the perfect pavement is just like typical, just big space. We don't need it to go down the hill or to have like a lot of things. We just need a big space, and that's it.
Sure. And that's it. And marble maybe, or
marble. It's perfect. Yeah, and the space where a skater is under, it's marble, so it's perfect.
Okay, and what is this spot called? Maybe
it's called El Consejo de Bogotá.
Wow.
Bogotá. So they have this huge space, and we actually share it with the guys that do how do you call it? The ones that fix bikes, the ones that do like the tricks on bikes.
Okay.
Yeah. And some roller girls go there too, and skaters go there too. So it's a big spot, and we share it with everyone. It's pretty cool.
That's really nice. And this spot is more like more for flat ground, or are stairs maybe, or something to skate, or
there's just a few little stairs where they have like these statues. And the police, of course, they try not, like, people not to go on those stairs, but it's more for people that are just doing tricks and things. Then you have this flat surface where you have a lot of space.
Okay, a really nice spot. And okay, so I wonder, why do you enjoy longboarding more than skateboarding? Why do you think?
I love skateboarding. I've always loved skateboarding, but when I first started, I used to look at skateboarding like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hit my legs so hard. It looks like so like aggressive on the body. But now that I'm doing longboarding, that it's way harder, that you hit yourself way hard.
Yeah, I know.
Because the board, of course, is bigger and heavier, and when it bangs your leg, it really, really hurts. And when you go down to the floor, when you're going fast, it just really hurts.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like life. You need to fall for you to get up and learn. So.
For sure.
Actually, I love them both. I really love them both. And right now, I got a skateboard, and I'm learning how to do like an ollie. I want to learn how to drop in a ball and learn how to do tricks. And yeah.
Okay.
I feel that the more sports you do on wheels, the more your brain is gonna be like working and thinking, and yeah,
you got a point. It's really amazing that. But are you able to do any trick on a skateboard? Maybe an ollie, maybe a shove it, or
yeah, what? I can do shove it. The thing is that, for example, because my longboard is so much heavier than a skateboard, when I take the skateboard, it's like a toy for me. So I am just like. So yeah. I just have to learn to do it like not so hard, just a little bit. But yeah, I know how to do an ollie. It's just that I still don't have it. Like, I still cannot take like all the like I can pull it up, but not fully straight. But I can, like, I'm learning how to do the ollie and shove it. The pop of the skateboard is completely different than the longboard. So. Because on the longboard, shove it, like your board really, really pops really, really high up.
And what do you think? What is more important for you, the style or their difficulty when you are watching a new longboarder, a new skateboarder? What do you think?
Both. I feel
Both.
that both. I'm a dancer. I'm a contemporary dancer. I studied contemporary dance in uni, and for me, like, the technique, it's so important. And when I teach something, I fully teach like the technique. Like, if it took me 5 years to learn it, and if I can show it to you in 5 minutes, that's amazing. And I show everything, like the technique and the style. They both go together, because the technique makes that style actually look better, and that's the only way for you to make those tricks look big and higher, and for people to be like, oh wow, that's so amazing. Yeah, you need to practice, and yeah, the more you practice, the better your style gets.
Hey, I really like your words, and I agree with them, because yeah, we need to focus on the technique. We need to focus on being effective with our boards, and then we can go for the style in an organic way.
Yeah,
And that's amazing. I like that. And talking about what do you think? What is the main thing that you have learned from longboarding that you are doing in other aspects in life that you are, you know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. Longboarding has made my life better, because the community is so amazing. Seeing that people are not jealous about what they know, and they really want to share it with other people, and they want to make other people grow as much as they have. And for me, that's so amazing. Like, that's so amazing in life, that you don't feel that I don't want to show you something because you're gonna be better than me. But when you are with people that just want to share it, and they just want you to get better, that's something amazing in life, really. And that's what's made me create the community here in Colombia, and made me try to make more kids be part of this, and show parents that it's an amazing place to have your kid in, that they're going to learn a lot, that they're going to develop as a person completely different, as if they were doing something different. For me, I love saying that I'm 40 years old, because
Really nice.
I really want people to know that age, it's no matter. Like, you can do anything that you want to do in life. And that when people tell me no, it's that I used to skate when I was younger, but now it's like I'm too old. And I'm like, no, that's like, there's nothing that can stop you in life, and you should never stop doing what you like doing. So definitely longboarding has given me that, and I totally want to share it with the world.
That's really nice. I really like what you're saying. I'm feeling empowered right now, and I agree with you. And talking about this, what would be your advice for go for the dreams, for making it happen?
Yeah, definitely. And I have to say that mostly everyone tells me, like, I'm too scared of going on a skateboard. The first time I tried it, I fell so hard that I don't want to do it ever again. I totally recommend people, like, to go with someone if you want to learn it. It's a complicated thing. It's not easy for everyone. Not everyone has the coordination, but everyone can do it. So just ask for help, ask someone to take your hand, go on the board and try it out. Once you feel like your mind has lost that thing that I'm gonna fall, then you feel comfortable and everything's gonna flow. And if you're with someone, it's gonna be easier. So I definitely recommend, like, asking for help, not be afraid, because all of us, we always fall. All skaters, we always fall. So it's totally normal for us to ask or receive help. So yeah.
For sure. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm talking about the falls. Have you had any bad injury, skating or longboarding?
I have. Well, I have had many injuries, many injuries. But the worst injury I had was that I tore my Achilles tendon, and so I had a surgery. I couldn't walk like for 6 months because I got a second
Oh,
complication
Oh.
after this surgery, and so it was a whole year without skating. But after the year, I was again on the longboard. It took me, that was like 3 years ago, approximately.
okay.
It took me a while, like, to really get my body into
Into the condition.
like, to be able to jump and do things that the doctor said I could never do again.
Oh yeah, I know that feel. And what?
So
Okay.
everything that the doctor says, it's not true.
That's true. That's true. I agree with you, doctor.
So yeah, it's like you just have to get your body like to shape. You just have to make a lot of exercise, make your muscles stronger, and you're gonna be back again. It's gonna hurt. I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna hurt, but you can still do it back again. And I'm jumping way higher than I used to 3 years ago. I'm skating so much more than I used to 3 years ago. So yeah.
That's nice. So you feel at this moment you feel better than maybe in the past.
Yeah, like nothing happened. I don't even like I can see my scar, but it's like I don't feel pain anymore.
Nice. I really like that. And what do you think about the mind? Your mind came stronger after the injury, or was a little bit, you were a little bit scared for the falls? Or
it was hard. I'm not going to say that it wasn't hard. For a moment, after like 6 months of not walking, I thought I could never walk again properly or even run.
Yeah.
That was really, really hard on my mind. But then it was like, this is totally an obstacle of my mind, and I can do, and the body, it's meant to heal itself. So I was just like into positive energy and thinking, this is something that is going to make me a better person and a stronger person in life. So if I can get through this and I can go even further with it, it's really why I would say I have so much drive right now, because I can see that really it's all about your mind. And when you say you can do something, you can definitely do it.
Yes, I agree with you. I like that. For sure. And okay, so what do you think that the longboard community is needing to be better, to grow as it deserves? What we can...
Well, yeah, I would have to say, like, for example, in competitions and things, it's just like we're all doing it by ourselves, and there's not so much exposure like on real media. And for example, with the roller games, longboard dancing and freestyle wasn't included, even though we're a way bigger community than downhill skateboarding. So for example, with that, we were not included. And so yeah, it's something that's getting a little bit recognized. We hope it gets better and bigger. So yeah.
Okay.
I feel it's about time. It's a new sport, and yeah,
for sure. And what do you think, talking about all the styles that you mentioned before, the 4 styles, what is the most popular style? The dancing?
Dancing.
Okay.
Dancing is the most popular because when you see it, it's amazing to watch. It's really, really cool to watch. And when you actually go with the flow of the board and you're able to carve all your movements while you're dancing on the board, it looks like if a ballerina was dancing, and it really, really looks amazing. Freestyle, it's, of course, it's huge. You can see it huge, but if you don't do it properly, it takes a while for you to learn it. And both styles are difficult, and it takes time to learn and for you to look graceful.
Yeah, to look that you get the flow.
Oh, yeah, it's 6 years. I've been doing dancing for 7 years now, I would say, and I feel that in the last year and a half is where I feel that I'm really like
yourself,
dancing and giving it all, and I can do like steps that I would do just on a dance floor, but that's now.
That took a lot of years, but it worth it.
Yeah.
It's really worth it. I know what you mean. That's nice. And are you able to dance on downhill? I think that is a little bit dangerous. Or
No, well, no. Well, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it like on a soft heel, not really steep. You can do it. Yeah, you can definitely do it, and you can, because you can carve it all the way to the sides. Then you can do like turns, and yeah, you can definitely do it.
okay.
You just need to know a little bit more. It's not for beginners. No, that's an advanced level.
Beginners. Okay, for sure. And you like to teach people. What is like the first advice that you gave? The first technique advice or the first movement?
For example, when you're like it's the first time on the board and you've never ever been on a board, I normally show people how to do push, how to stand on the board, how to brake, how to jump on the board. Everything I teach in a half an hour, all of this, because you need the basics before you can actually start doing tricks and doing things. It's so much easier to do a nollie when you know how to do push and how to push hard, and when you know how to push on your side, on natural and on go, like when you know how to do both sides, it's completely different. When you know how to use your feet on the board, then you know that your feet are like your hands on the board, and you have your toes and you have your heels and you have the arch of your foot and you have the outside of your foot. Then I explain everything. Where's your weight of your body gonna be in on the front of your foot, not on the back. If you do the back, you're gonna jump, like you're gonna fall off. I tell them all the things that could happen before they jump on the board, so their mind is prepared that, okay, probably I could fall, probably this could happen. I should be thinking about all of this, because there's so many things you have to think of at the same time that for a new person is just like, oh, you're saying so much, it's so complicated.
It can be overwhelming. I know what you mean.
But yeah, that's why I feel that when you do it together with other people, it's so much easier. And when you're taking a class like with more people, you can see everyone is like, okay, it's okay, like it's taking, and it's not, oh no, immediately I did it and that was it, the way she did it. No, so that's why I feel it's easier to learn like with other people than by yourself. The way that I learned by myself, and it was so difficult. It took me years, but yeah, so I don't recommend it.
But you are here, okay. And what kind of differences can you notice from the moment when you start with longboarding and nowadays, and in the longboarding community?
Okay, yeah, no, back then it was just not known. Not many people knew about the sport. It was mostly everyone had seen here in Colombia downhill, and it was just something that few people want to do. You know, not everyone wants to go down the hill at 80 kilometers per hour. That's not a thing that everyone wants to do, and scratch their body just for the hell of it. Like,
for sure.
And so yeah, at that point it was something like, it was like for these really edgy kids and really different kids that wanted to do this really extreme sport, really extreme sport. But now I feel that it's something that people see like, okay, I can use the board for just rolling down the street, I can go to work, I can skate with friends, I can do so many things. So I feel that it's changed, like the way that the world sees the longboards and skaters has changed a little bit, and now the kids that are skating too can see that you can become an Olympian, you can do anything, like you can really make it a career, and it's just not like for fun or whatever, because it does take a lot of skill and practice.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I feel that changed a lot, and it's changed for the better.
I agree with you. And with the dancing style, I think that is a new thing for the longboarding. But when I started to skate, I just knew about the downhill. But now with dancing, it's very stylish. And I think that the beginners or of the people who want to try longboarding are going to be very attracted because of that, because of the dancing.
Yeah, definitely. I have to say that it has been like that. And I love to be part of it. I love that people tell me, oh my gosh, I saw your video and I bought my longboard and I started skating because of you. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And it's amazing. Yeah, I really love that people see my videos and they really feel inspired to do it. So yeah, I love it.
That's really nice. And I wonder, why are so different kind of shapes in the longboards?
Okay, so longboards, there are so many different type of longboards. Like the shapes vary and the sizes vary like all over the place. Depending on the style that you're gonna do, you wanna get a type of board. If you're going down the hill, you want a stiff board. You want a board that has, right now, the professional downhillers are using small boards. Their trucks are pretty small, but the wheels are really thick. So they take the curves completely different than before. And so yeah, those are really different boards, I have to say. Then for freestyle, free ride, you need a board that's a little bit stiff too, but you want it to carve a lot. Maybe you want to have a little bit of pop with W's for you to stick your feet in and be able to to use the board properly. But the sizes of the board, they vary too, whichever size you feel comfortable with, depending on the size you are. Maybe that depends on the size of the board. And then with dancing you use boards that it doesn't matter if you're a little kid that's 6 years old or if you're my age, you're probably going to be using the same type of board, type of length of board. And my board normally comes up to here to me.
Okay.
It's a pretty long board.
Yeah, for sure.
And the dancing boards are flexi. They're come in 3 different flex. Flex 1, flex 2, flex 3.
Okay.
Flex 1, it's if you're heavier than something. I use flex 2 normally. Flex 1 normally is for little kids, because you use the flex of the board for you to dance on it and for you to pop it. And of course, when you land on the board, it's different because it's flexy. So you have to learn things like landing on the board. And for dancing, normally we don't use that much grip tape. We try to use just the grip tape on the tails and maybe a little bit on the sides, but try to leave all the dancing floor free of grip tape.
Okay, to be able to move in a more free way.
Yeah. So normally the boards do come with grip tape, but we take them off.
Okay.
Depending on what you want to do. Of course, when you're buying like a longboard online or whatever, and you see that the board has no grip tape, well, you're like, oh my gosh, that looks a little bit dangerous. So probably I wouldn't be needing that. But for me, I get it. And yeah, I normally take sides of the grip board. Some boards already come like boards from Canada, boards from Europe, that in Europe, like the dancing style is huge. And in Korea, in Asia, it's huge. It's really big. So the boards, they already come fully designed with no grip tape, with colors. They're like, yeah.
Okay, real nice. Thank you for those recommendations. Were very instructive to start with this. Okay, thank you. All right, Carolina, this conversation is about to end. It was actually pretty fun. Thank you for all the advice, and congratulations for all the achievements that you are making and that you have made in all your career. You are a leader in your community, and please keep doing what you are doing, because you are empowering a lot of people to start in this. All right.
Thank you so much. I really love it, and I really appreciate you guys doing this and try to share what I do with everyone, so a lot of people can really do it and enjoy it. And skate for fun. That's what we
let's
do.
skate for fun. Okay, one last question. What would be your advice to deal with the hating from the people? Your own advice, a personal advice to deal with the haters, or
don't listen to anyone. Just live your life. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to anything that people has to say, because there are always gonna be haters. Always, always, always. And I have to say that the haters are just jealous of what we do, and because they cannot do what we do. And basically that's it. You cannot deal with small-minded people. Just let them where they are. If you look for if you're trying to disagree with them, then you're gonna get into a fight, and you're not gonna get anywhere. So really just let it be and let them think whatever they want to think, because if you're happy with who you are and what you're doing, you don't need anything from anyone to tell you who you are and what you're doing.
Thank you. That's really nice. I love it. Thank you. All right, Carolina, thank you for the vibes. I really loved your vibes.
Buenísimo. Thank you.
Good luck for you, and have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Alright guys, this was Carolina Ortiz. I really loved her vibes, and I really loved the perspective and the vision that she has for her life and for skateboarding and for longboarding. So leave your comment down below in order to know your opinion about this amazing girl. And right now let's stop watching this and let's go skate safe.